We do begin this hour with the final push ahead of Election Day.
Leaders from both parties are hitting the campaign trail in an effort to rally voters ahead of the final day of midterm voting. The late-stage push comes as new CBS News Battleground Tracker polling shows Republicans could end up with 228 House seats. The dramatic turnaround coincides with roughly 79% of voters who surveyed said they feel like things in this country are, quote, out of control. CBS News politics reporter Aaron Navarro joins us now. Aaron, welcome. Always good to see you. You know, the latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll shows the Republicans are likely to claim a significant majority in the House. What is driving this swing in support for the GOP?
Jerika and Tanya, good to be with you. 8 days. Our tracker's estimate shows that Republicans will win 228 seats, which would be a net gain of 15 seats. But what seems to really be driving the support for the GOP is the continued frustration with the economy and direction of the country. Over 76% of voters say the economy or inflation will be their most important issue when they look at their vote in Congress this year. And 54% of those who say the economy is very important are likely to vote Republican. Now, this is almost a full circle moment for House Republicans after a summer where Democrats saw several special election wins, such as in New York's 19th district, in part due to the energy following the Dobbs decision. The economy has stayed as the #1 issue for voters, especially with those moderate voters that will decide the margins in a lot of these really tight House races.
All right, Aaron, since there are so many tight races out there, what are you hearing from strategists on both sides about what they believe their party needs to do right now to get that win on Election Day?
So I'll start with Democrats. They know that the map has shifted and there are more toss-up seats than they maybe expected going into the cycle. About 30 House Democrats have retired, and that's forced the party to really try and reinforce some of the candidates in those seats that don't have that advantage of incumbency. So for them to have a shot of holding the House and winning in a lot of those jump ball seats, which there are a lot of, they need young voters to turn out. Our Battleground Tracker shows that if young voters and minority voters turn out at a similar level to the 2018 midterms, Democrats have a chance of holding the House by a small margin. Now, that scenario hasn't necessarily been shown in most polling, so at this moment, it does remain unlikely, but it does provide Democrats a path. Now, for Republicans, they just kind of have to close out. They only need to gain 5 seats to control the House, and they already have some built-in gains in states like Texas and Florida due to Republican gerrymandering there earlier this cycle. And they need the economic frustrations to continue to turn out those moderate suburban voters as well as non-college educated voters. So for them, they need their base of Trump voters to turn out as well. That's why you have the former president holding rallies leading up to the election in Iowa, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, where there are several swing congressional races. And our latest tracker shows that 77% of conservatives say they definitely will vote, about a 5% edge over Democrats. And in those toss-up seats, that turnout could make all the difference and create a pretty sizable majority for Republicans in the House.
And Aaron, as you talk about the economy, which affects us all, we know that many Republicans have made crime their sort of #2 issue heading into the closing weeks of this election. How is this issue panning out for them in some of those nations, some of our nation's most hotly contested states?
I'll mention 2 races in particular that this issue has been potent and frequent in: Wisconsin's Senate race and Pennsylvania's Senate race. In Wisconsin, Republicans have used that issue of crime since August to portray Democratic candidate and Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes as, quote, soft on crime. According to Ad Impact, which tracks advertising tracking numbers, 70% of Republican ads in that race mention crime, and the pace of those have picked up since October 18. And that issue is resonating with voters in part due to the crime that has risen in Milwaukee since the pandemic and has remained high. Our poll of the state earlier this month showed that crime was the #3 issue for voters, right behind the economy and inflation. And in Pennsylvania, Republican Mehmet Oz has often tried to put Democrat John Fetterman on the defensive on crime. And since August 30th, Republicans have spent $12 million on ads about that issue, more than any other topic. And if you drive around Philadelphia, you'll see billboards constantly tying Fetterman to that rise in crime. And I've been in both states recently talking to voters about this. And across the political spectrum, crime, just as an issue at its base, is something that people are worried about. And the more Democratic-leaning voters do feel that Republicans are exploiting the issue and say they're not really addressing the root issues of crime. But it's definitely been on most voters' minds that we've talked to in this cycle.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's such a good point you make, because it really comes down to the root issue and not just the headline. Aaron Navarro, thank you so much for joining us.